jump you made from year one to year two. What did you do that helped you the most?
I think of like self-scout. I think of the people here in the room. I think you have your exit meetings with Coach Arms, and you kind of about 3 things that you got to work that you did good in the season, and 3 things that you could improve upon, and really taking those things of correction, planning off the right foot, the quickness at the line of scrimmage, and trying to take those things to heart, and then having somebody like Coop who was able to implement kind of a game plan in the offseason and be like, all right, this is how we're going to structure to achieve some of those goals. So kind of the whole offseason planning and really having a structured environment.
We were looking at film this week in Philadelphia. Did it bring back PTSD about so close but yet so far last season?
No, I kind of put some smile on your face. You remember some of the good plays, you remember some of the bad plays, and honestly, moving on to kind of a whole new team. I think of where we are compared to kind of where we were even towards the end of that last season. How we feel like our team is gelling and kind of the excitement that I feel like we're playing the game of football with right now. And I think it's something very different even from where we were at last year. So it's exciting, and the opportunity to go out and showcase what we got on Sunday is alive and well in this locker room.
It's been over a year since that team was lost in their own building. What's the challenge there for you guys?
I think I know there's gonna be some downs. We're gonna be on the silent count, so I think our level of communication being on a little bit of an uptick. Obviously, I think the weather the last time we were playing there kind of impacting maybe some of the sound, but I think our operation has been great to start off the season. So I think that's something that we continue to improve upon and get a chance to showcase on Sunday.
Going into this hostile environment, what's running through your mind as a wide receiver going into Philly to face down the world champions?
I'm excited. I think I love to play the game physical. I feel like that's something that I come up here and say pretty often. But I think that's something that this team plays with as well. So it'll be exciting to prove yourself on Sunday. It's something that comes up every Sunday, but especially against a physical opponent who likes to show off their toughness. I think it'll be an opportunity for us to show what we got.
You mentioned that the physicality. Do you remember the first time in your career, either before the NFL or during, when you made a play and you got the reaction of, wow, he's so physical? Do you remember what stands out?
If somebody's saying that about me?
Yeah.
Ooh. No, I think in my head the idea that nobody says anything to me after the physicality is enough. In the I think I was physical enough. If he didn't come back and be like, hey, I wanted to get he wasn't asking for me to bring that same type of energy. That means I brought it enough the first time.
Do you have a coach though, or anyone that has made a comment after a play?
I remember definitely my rookie year. There was I think maybe it might have been the week 2 against San Fran. We had a perimeter play and kind of got a chance. Hey, we have some big guys, and knowing that you see the Bosa brother on TV all the time. You're like, man, this is the guy I got a block, and having a pretty good block. And Coach Pete's coming back in there, and on Monday there was a good pat on the back, even though we lost. But he's like, oh, on this play you had a plus, and it was like, all right, why do you get up and you kind of flex after?
After now going to Philadelphia and playing there, what's your assessment of the fans and what excites you about playing in front of them again?
I think as a competitor, you enjoy the environment to play in a hostile environment because it brings the camaraderie and the togetherness of your unit that much closer. I think of the time that we spent in the locker room, going back in during halftime, and how intense that huddle is. One, we need to understand and communicate for everybody to be on the same page, but just that intensity and the energy that you feel when you're getting ready to break the huddle, and the force that you get to move with as an offense.
And their secondary has transformed from last year to this year. What's your early assessment of what you've seen out of them?
I think they still have very similar structures to kind of how they play their style of defense. I think, and they still have some core pieces to their defense. Obviously, it was number 53, and then Cooper out there, and you have Blake and Chip, and so they have some pieces that have played a lot of football for them, and I understand how they like to move in that defense. So it'll be an opportunity for us to go out there and execute against some familiar faces, and then introduce some new guys to the Rams offense.
In general, what are you noticing about when you and Vontae are both on the field together, how teams are covering you guys, and how is that opening things up for each of you on the field?
I think it's I can't imagine, number 9 can make any throw on the field, but I'm sure it's nice when you get somebody as experienced as he is to understand and get that much more information you can from the defense to be able to dissect it. I think it's fun. There aren't too many times where I remember you just kind of wait for the defense to break their huddle after we've broken ours to kind of see where our guys are going. So that's an exciting feeling, knowing that, all right, every play, and especially on third down, that they're finding their matchups, and you know what you're working against. So it's been super fun because our Coach McVay, Matthew, and the masterminds that we have on the offensive side of the ball, they do their best to get us the opportunities to succeed. So, when we go out there, we're going to have a great game plan to execute.
Obviously, this is year 3, but is there anything that Matthew Stafford does that still surprises you anymore?
I think the no-look pass, I think will never. I mean, there are route concepts and space that I feel like, I understand kind of where my opportunities might be, but you just never know because, the eyes are misleading.
Puka, going into that environment, how important is it for the offensive unit to get off to a fast start?
I think it's going to be important. I think that's something that we have been trying to emphasize this year. One, I think just our intensity off the ball, whether it's out of the huddle, on a quick count, or just our normal cadence. Being able to, I think in our receiver room, we say jump off the ball. So I think that's something that our offense is trying to take initiative in, and opportunity for us to kind of get that extra inch on the defense to be able to come and explode off the ball. So it'll be exciting because whether it comes in duo or in the form of some play action, we're going to be excited.
Couple more guys.
Knowing that Matthew is capable and frequently does throw no-look passes, as a receiver, how important is you to always be prepared to catch the ball?
Super important. I think that it's a wide receiver mindset. Man, if you get the opportunity to run a route, you run it with the intention to get the ball and to run after catch and to be open. So it keeps that mentality of no route is ever dead. There are routes that they say that are for the love of the game to get other teammates open, and that may be a part of the drawing on when it's up on the whiteboard. But out there on the football field, that ball is live as can be.
You said the love of the game. In training camp, Devontae noticed that. He's like, that doesn't exist with Matthew. Is that accurate?
I would say so. I think there's the opportunity, and we trust our guys. So when if you're going down the field or whether it's something intermediate where you're behind the defender, you run that route to get open and to expect the ball because he understands the defenses. He knows where he wants to go and how to manipulate them. So you always be